I think I texted Brad and I was like, "Hey, do you want to be a part of my imaginary Silver Jews, Palace Brothers, indie rock band project?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Night's Wake is a collaboration between my friend James Miles and I, Brad Circa. Live in different places. James lives in Denver. I live in Seattle. I think it's really kind of a mixture of a lot of our eclectic influences, which is like could be anything from like indie rock, indie country. I think there's definitely some soul influence involved in there. Some experimental krautrock stuff. Folk singer-songwriter stuff as well.
I'll see here. Why don't you talk about it? And since you're
Okay.
going to talk about it, I may as well just film.
I don't remember the details. Some of the details I don't remember as well as I did back then.
Let's see. You try to get a perspective.
Yeah.
Daniel Johnson's dream.
Right.
I don't. All I remember is I was in it. But I don't remember the specifics. Like, how was I in it?
Yeah. So the thing came about was like it was just so you and I were like kind of in a jamming in some band in California, and we were like we're at a condo. I don't know if it was your condo or my condo or what, but I know like Leslie and Maria were there too, but they were just kind of doing something else there, and you and I were, and then I had to go to the bathroom, and then I think that's when I was going to walk over to the bathroom, and then there was a knock on the door, and Daniel Johnson was there, and he came, he came in, and I was like, oh, I mean, it's cool to see him and stuff, and then I don't know if he brought it in now. I can't remember now if he brought it in or if it was there, but there was a little like one of those little tiny toy pianos there, and he started like playing on it and kind of singing a song and stuff. And I remember I was kind of singing a little bit with him and stuff, but he was mostly just doing it himself. And I wish I could remember more of the dream. I can't remember much else about it, honestly. But I remember that was kind of the big part of it. It was just like, waking up and being like, it felt kind of, I don't know, it was interesting because that week before I had a dream with Prince in it too, and he was playing a song for me, and he was talking to me about music, and so it was interesting that I had 2 dreams 2 weeks in a row with people that had passed away and stuff. So what would you say though is your favorite music documentary?
Shoot, man.
Of all time?
Documentaries?
Yeah.
Geez. I don't know. Well, this is gonna be sucky because can't even put on my sunglasses. I'm trying to think of what I watched that Townes Van Zandt one a lot.
That's a really good one. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite.
Like, I kind of go back to that.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
And I go back to Wilco.
Yes, those are both definitely up there. I like the Nick Cave ones, the newer Nick Cave ones too. Those are pretty.
Yeah, I want to rewatch
Those are called like 5,000 Years.
5,000 Years, which is sort of a part documentary and part not.
Yeah. See, that's the one. I have the One More Time with Feeling. That was when he was making Skeleton Key. That one's kind of interesting. I like that one. It's kind of a mixture of like live footage of him playing and working the songs, and then
I want to
footage of him like talking about loss of his son and all that stuff.
I want to see that. For the record, I still haven't watched all of the Beatles documentary, 8 hours of footage.
checking in to the good Lord's hotel. All this time I've been learning how to follow God's plan. Yes, I will stay in the good Lord's hotel. Yes, I will stay in the good Lord's hotel.
Like the first records you bought that where they really you connected with, I guess, like, you know what I mean, that
Yeah.
meant a lot more than just, you know, a random record. Like when
Yeah,
you were-
no,
when you were
I could
young.
definitely think of some, particularly records that really connected with me was like, I mean, my dad got me into records at a young age. We'd go to music stores, and he actually got me into jazz. I was really into jazz and classical when I was a little kid. And I mean, I was really into like George Benson. Actually, I love George Benson, like jazz guitarist, and I loved classical music. I loved like Tchaikovsky and Beethoven, and like I loved a lot of that kind of stuff. That was like some of the stuff that really connected when I was little. You know? And then of course, as I got older, I got into like Sgt. Pepper's was definitely a turning point for me when I was a kid. I started hearing, you know, rock music that could be done a different way and stuff. But
What so like the George Benson one, when like what age were you?
I was like 3-4 years old, but I was like obsessed with them. Like I wasn't even just like a little kid liking music. I was like obsessed with them. Like, I mean, like we made Valentine's cards in preschool, and everyone and the parents came to look at the cards, and everyone's cards said "I love mom" or "I love dad," and mine said "I love George Benson." Even though I didn't write it because I didn't know how to spell it, so the teacher wrote it for me and stuff. Because I told her I wanted to write George Benson on it.
Did your parents ever think that you were kind of like too obsessed with George Benson, or did they say anything to you about it?
I think they thought it was funny. They thought it was kind of, they got a kick out of it, I think. But yeah, so I was always like at a young age, I was really kind of really into music. But yeah, definitely different music than I would listen to now. I mean, I do like George Benson, but not. I mean, I don't listen to him anymore really, but
Yeah.
you know, I like that stuff.
What were my early albums that in music that I liked? Well, I mean, really early. So I remember this pile of records when I was 5, and I really liked the Chuck Berry record. That was pretty great. And there was this album of doo-wop, 50s doo-wop music that I was just fascinated with, and I remember really liking that song, I Only Have Eyes for You. That one was pretty amazing, kind of sounded like some people singing from space. And then there was a Chris Christopherson record that I remember playing over and over, and so that was when I was 5. But I think later on, maybe when I was about 8, I believe I bought the Beach Boys' Endless Summer album, and I was very into that at 8 years old. And it had, like, the cover was really colorful, and all of the Beach Boys had this weird facial hair, but but mostly it was about the harmonies and melodies and the feelings that those songs gave you of summertime, and like kind of a slight amount of melancholy, but you know, like Surfer Girl and In My Room and songs like that were great, as well as the Surfer California stuff that they put out. So that was pretty big. Where you going, dear pilgrim, with your belongings and heart of gold? There is a silver lining before you. Though you've got a hard story that remains untold. Where are you going, oh dear pilgrim, with tainted troubles and tired eyes of blue? There is a clear road that's wide and open. You seem the loneliest traveler I ever knew. Where are you going, oh dear pilgrim, with your belongings and heart of gold? There is a silver lining before you. Though you've got a hard story that remains